What a wonderful moment today. Precious moment. Great moment. Sovereign moment. A moment of rejoicing. Moment of great choices. In the shadows of life through eternity. In eternity through forever. From forever to everlasting. From everlasting into time. Great measure. Pressed down, shaken together, and running over. Let God be God this moment, and let man be man, as we serve the Lord in spirit and in truth. We learn of a fact that we must choose God and we must kick away the devil, because the devil is a wicked one. Are you with me? The devil is the one that taunt mankind, that destroyed this nation, that want to take over God's life that he placed upon this earth. So today, all our system that plays from the generation that passed, we have to delete the system of the old past and develop a new system of this generation. Are you with me? The olden generation used to cook on wood fire, but the 20th generation today, they want hot plate, 6-burner stove, oven. They don't even want to use the coal iron no more. They want electric iron. Are you there? So every generation that passes, the generation that follows are more precious, more effective than the one before. The old time saying that we should choose God and not the devil. I want to speak to you on a topic very short, maybe in 15 minutes, and then I'll start prophesying. We must choose God and neglect the devil. I'm here to tell you, if you choose God alone, you die in this world because you have too much good in you. Every little bit of you at times want a little devil in you. Are you with me? Every one of you wants something sweet and also something sour at times. In all circumstances of your life, if you choose the positive, you have to also choose the negative for the light to come on. God will never make one of you. That's why he made two of you, to please the elements of life. God will never ask you to choose the right eye and neglect the left eye. You have to choose the both eye. Although one is dangerous, although one is more effective, you still have to choose both. Why? Because pair is very important. You cannot choose one hand and don't choose the next one. Are you with me? The left hand is very calm and peaceful, but the right hand chop people and chop goats and cow and all different type of stuff. You have to choose both. Are you with me? In life, you have the devil and you have God. And I'm not saying that it's just the devil. I believe that I would say I'm witnessing that you choose yourself and also Christ. Because the truth of the fact, the devil have no power over you. So the negativity that you're doing is because of your own will, your own purpose. So God's will is effective and your will is loose. So whatever you've done with your will also have penalties. And if you come against God's will, you still have penalties. Are you with me? The Bible states that all law was made of the apostle, is all of the apostles' law. But we rules in them and we abide by the rules and stipulation of the apostle law, and we call them God law. But the truth of the fact, the wages of God law lead you to death. And that's what the Bible said, the wages of sin is death. Because if you come against what God said, automatically you will die. And God law don't change, and God law don't forgive, and God law don't have mercy, because God is a just God. God is supreme, God is sovereign, God is absolute. That means if he have mercy and forgive you of what he said, he would come against his words and change his mind, and God don't have a mind to change. Are you with me? If God said if you commit fornication, then you shall die. And if you commit fornication for 2, 3, 4 years and you don't die, then something wrong with God's law. Because God's law cannot change. Once you come against God's law, you truly die. Are you with me? God's law that I identified to you, he said if you take part of something off the earth, you must give back 1/10 of what you take part of the earth back to the earth. Are you with me? Which is true, and we recognize that truly God's law. So if you eat a plate of food, immediately the nature of life, which is in automatic, will come up and say, the elements of life is pleased with what you eat. Now pass out the 1/10 to the earth. If you don't pass out the 1/10 automatically, then your belly start to roll and curse start to come upon you. Then you start to bung up. Sooner or later you have to go to the doctor because curse of sin is leading you to death because you come against God's law. God's law says you must pass it out in half an hour. So if you don't go to the bathroom and pass it out, sooner or later curse start to come upon you. Your belly start hurt you, your bung up, sickness start take you. It leading you to death. So if you're eating for 2 or 3 days and you don't die, then that means it wouldn't God law. If you don't take sick, if you don't take in troubles or in pain or whatever come upon you, don't come upon you, then it wouldn't be God law. But since you eat and you have to go to the bathroom to pass it out, and the Bible said the angels of the Lord will take it out by force. That means you will mess up yourself even if you're on your way to the bathroom. Because God's law don't change. You cannot pray and say, God, I don't want to pass it out today. Just give me some time. Or forgive me. I don't want to pass none out at all. God will never forgive you because it has to come out. His law is just. Are you with me? So God's law leads you to death if you don't obey by the rules and stipulation of his law. You cannot ask God to forgive him or forgive you for what you've done if you come against his law. His law is just. If you drink a bottle of drinks, it's the same thing. You have to go to the bathroom and pass out the 1/10 back to the earth. If you don't do that, sooner or later you have temperature water or things start to happen to you, your area, and sooner or later you take sick, your doctor have to cut you or else you die. It must pass out. That's the law of God. And we witness of a fact that is true because it's happening. Are you with me? But people are committing fornication, adultery, and not dying. That means it wasn't God's law. Because if it's God's law, you would have to die. Very important. You cannot commit fornication and it's God's law and ask forgiveness. But God's law don't change. God's law is just. It happened as he speaks. So most of you are guilty of things that is not guilty. And you're saying that you're guilty and you backslide and you want forgiveness and you don't know that you don't need forgiveness because you wasn't guilty of nothing at all. It's just a mankind manipulation system. Are you with me, somebody? 100% of mankind manipulating system cause you to ride your conscience, and your conscience let you feel you're guilty. Guilty of something that you're not guilty at all. The rules of God don't change. And that's why I don't leave Jamaica, because if God placed me in Jamaica, why I want to go to America? Why I want to go to England? Where God placed you, that means it's an assignment, an important assignment where he put you. Are you with me? God placed the fish in the water. If the fish come out of the water, he died. He cannot leave the water because God's purpose and God's will don't change. So you cannot come out of the water and say, God, forgive me because I'm out of where you put me. You're going to die. You belong where God put you. The moment you come against where God put you and come against the purpose of God, then the wages of sin come upon you. Because the wages of sin is death. All of us born and live in the tradition world. We learn of the mystery. We learn of the natural things of God. And we learn of the spiritual things of God. But we didn't learn of the mystery side of God. And that's our problem. Because everything about God is a mystery. Not even spirit. God is not spirit. God is a mystery. Are you with me, somebody? He passed miracles. Are you with me? He passed blessing. He passed all the way you call blessing and miracles. God is a supreme mystery. Until you see the ultimate level of God, you will never have the ultimate attitude to reach there, because God is the ultimate. Are you with me, somebody? It's very important in life that you stop see God like man and see God like God. But most of you have the mindset of man, which you think is God. God is God and man is man. Treat God like God and treat man like man. Very important. Are you with me? Life is amazing. Life is great. Life is sovereign. Because God is absolute. God is the omnipresent God. That means God is not your beginning and is not your ending. God is omnipresent. That means before things happen, He's there. Before you're in need, He's there. Before you're in wants, He's there. Before you're in trouble, He's there. I want you to change your ability, change your belief system to a witness system. Are you with me? Because the moment you believe something, you're on the wrong side of the fence. Believing system puts you in a park-up atmosphere like an old truck that they call faith. And you wait on the faith for years and nothing happens. But when you are a witness system, you're seeing things happening. And if you're not seeing it happening, you walk in the atmosphere for it to happen. Are you with me, somebody? God placed 14 parishes in Jamaica, and it's not really God places. Man cut up Jamaica and call it 14 parishes in Jamaica. But if man put 14 parishes in Jamaica, as they say, well, let us live by it and abide by the rules and stipulation of it. But if you're in Mandeville and Mandeville not working out for you, why don't leave Mandeville? Why don't go to Ocho-Rios? If Ocho-Rios not working out for you, why don't go to Montego Bay? Stop park up yourself like old Chuck, old faith, and keep moving till you see things happening. Things must always happen. Are you with me, somebody? If a Chinese man not working out, try a black man. If a black man not working out, try a Syrian. If a Syrian not working out, try a Tuko short man. If a short man not working out, try a tall man. But stop try one thing for 14 times. Try many things until something happens. Are you with me, somebody? Very important in life that you place yourself in the ultimate and seeing things happening. Are you there? God is not a man to wait. God is a man to see, to witness that is happening. It's always happening. You need to check your book and wonder, why did the music stop? Are you with me? Why your love stop? Why your fiancé stop? Why your girlfriend stop? Why your husband stop? You need to check the atmosphere to find out what stopped you. Because it must keep going on. Must happening. It never stop happening. It always bubbling over. Are you with me, somebody? If it's not bubbling over, then something wrong with you. A lady a couple days ago said she wanted a child, but she only tried her bed. What about her window? What about the ceiling? What about the table? What about the drills? You must always try other places until something happens. Very important in life that you keep trying. You have 6 chairs in your house and you never try one. You need to try something. Are you with me, somebody? So when you're in the rages of getting better, don't just try one, try many options, because options are there to try. Are you with me? Life is amazing. Life is great. Life is successful. Face life successful. Every moment, every morning of the day, you must get up and say, rise and shine, for the glory of the Lord is risen, and I am alive and well. I'm going to take it by force, because the presence of the Lord always with me. Always, always. Always. The key of life. You are the one who should be everyone's friend. Are you with me? The key of life. You must friend a dog, friend a drunkard, friend a puss, friend a goat, friend a bird, friend everything that have life around you. You know why? Because you don't know the generation that passing through the body that you're seeing on the outside. Every generation that pass have a body on the outside. You have some unseen eyes, and you have some that you can see. Are you with me? The generation that passed, you have more than 100 generations that going through time right now. We can see some of them, and we cannot see some of them. We know of a fact that the generation of the caterpillar changed to be a butterfly. They moved from a butterfly to be a bat, from a bat to be a lizard, from lizard to be a bird. So we can know that all the birds and the caterpillar and the butterflies and all the bats, we know they're coming from a caterpillar. So we know it's a generation of caterpillars. Are you with me, somebody? Most of you see a frog in your yard, you don't know where the generation come from. Be careful. A caterpillar don't change by his own choices. He didn't ask God, I want to be a butterfly, so put me in a butterfly body the next generation. Are you with me? God just put him in a body that he don't know. Your grandma, your great-grandma, your four-grandma, they're in a body around you, and you don't know it's them. Why? Because your mystery of God is not in you. You could be amazed to know the generation that take the same taxi that you take, that take the same bus that you take, that eat out of the same pot that you eat, that go to the same restaurant that you go to. You have hundreds of generations that going through time today. God places an enmity around our eyes that we can't see the mystery of his works. Why? Because it will cause us to be afraid of what is going on in this moment. It could be a marvel, your mind, to see that your grandpa walked past you this morning. You don't know, they may be into a bird, a lizard, a fly, a puss. You don't know what they're into. Every puss you see you want to kill. Every rat you see you want to kill. You don't know which generation going through the rat. Are you with me, somebody? Be careful of the living things you kill around you. You could kill somebody who become the meat into that body that should rescue you. Are you with me? No, you're looking at me very shocked. A prophet of God is totally different. And when I speak, I don't speak out of the Bible, I speak out of the mystery of God. Because my mouth is the speaker of God's voice. Are you with me, somebody? So when I speak with great mystery, great dominion, great power, and great authority. It's very important in life that you don't kill everything around you. Because you don't know what passing you tomorrow. Are you with me? Just obey the elements of life, and you can recognize God's law from the devil law. You can recognize God's law from man's law. It's very easy to recognize God's law. If you don't obey it, it leads you to death. The devil law, which is the manipulation law of man, if you don't obey it, it leads you to forgiveness. Are you with me, somebody? Man law leads you to forgiveness, leads you to repentance, leads you to a river to baptize. That's man law. But God law leads you to death if you don't obey it. Don't believe me? Sit down and meditate on it. God dispatched Jonah to Nineveh, as the Bible says. He refused to go, that's what it said. And he was on a cruise ship with his girls having party. Isn't it? And a big whale come up and turn over the cruise ship or the boat or whatever, pick up Jonah, swallow Jonah in his belly for what, 3 days? And he didn't die, and them spit him out on the water and say, go to Nineveh as God sent you. When man write a story, sometimes it make you cry. That lion from a pit of hell. If a whale ever swallow you, he crush you before he kill you. And the acid of the whale's stomach is so supreme that it will blind Jonah immediately and melt his body in seconds. And he's staying there for 3 days and 3 nights. And you never say you're fool, but foolish. Believe this story. Noah, who delivered the world, built a boat to save God's people. And you want to deliver Jamaica like Noah. Moses, who take 40 years to walk from here so to the stoplight. You sit down and you want to be like Moses. 100-meter length. Moses take 40 years to cross over. And you believe all the crap because you don't ask questions. Your grandma believe in it, your grandpa believe in it, your auntie believe in it, so you just follow them. You didn't ask questions. Isn't it? How many fools we still have in here? Abraham, who the Bible said, the Bible speak that Abraham had never exist. It was a story, an allegory. And most of you want to leave Abraham blessing, for Abraham was rich. How much Anansi book we have in here? In the olden days, the only crime and hammock they used to have is man and woman fighting over each other. So they cut a bill and said every man that have a woman must have a receipt that you own the person, and they cut a law that anyone come against that person, they have whatever fornication or adultery, whatever they call it, and they will stone them to death because we don't want no more fight against man and woman in the country. It was the law of man, not God. It passed on to every generation that follows. Till today they call it you're married to a person and get a certificate. Man-made law. In Africa, you're married to 7 wives. I didn't say you have to do it now. And they still go to heaven. But in Jamaica, you're married to 1. If you try to touch the next one, they chop you in your head. Or the wife try to poison the next one. Or burn up the next one foot, or give him sore foot, or jackfruit foot, or whatever foot. Isn't it? I didn't say if you go for African law now. I'm just saying stuff. In Jamaica, if you put rat on your menu in a restaurant, the government immediately send the health authority to lock you up and charge you for unclean restaurant. But in China, rat is the Sunday dinner. Who is right or who is wrong? Tradition killing us. Tradition. Snakes. I'm seeing they have a roach farm in China. You try it in Jamaica, see what happened to you. If If your next door neighbor find out that you eat roach, the whole avenue hates you and they don't talk to you. They say you're an unclean witchcraft woman. Are you with me, somebody? You know, I have a pastor who deeply believes in the Bible. You can't tell him nothing above the Bible. He lives in Hatfield. A member of my church rent him a house and he don't pay rent for over a couple of years. Who over 800,000 worth of rent and willing not to come out of the place. A man that, and when he preached about witchcraft to the T. Very dangerous pastor. So I asked my member to buy me a bottle of coconut oil and a pound of flour. I said, tonight you go at the house and sprinkle it at the gate, go right to the door and throw some coconut oil. He wake up the morning and see it and he say his skin catch a fire. The night he find a place and come out of the house that they were working witchcraft on him. Sometimes a fool, you must send them further. I know he deeply believes in certain things and he's afraid of certain things. So send the fool further. It's amazing how you're powerful in one area and the next area you're a fool. Are you with me? You have some people in a place that won't come out. Try some little allegories. Some little stories. And the fast they come out. You have a man who won't stay home? He won't stay with you at home? Go out early, come in late? Find a friend that drive a big Range Rover or Prado or one of them X5. Just park up at the gate, just a look. One evening he come in, he don't want to leave the house because he realized that something greater is there. Sometimes you got to use suggestions. Is it? He's a walk foot, but when he see an X5 park up at his gate, he realized that what he's run away from, somebody want it. He never sleep for the whole week. I promise you that. His head hurt him. You have to get hot water and alcohol to sap his head. Suggestions. Very important. Don't let no one abuse you or destroy you. Show them that you're worth the best. Are you with me, somebody? Show them that you are the greatest. Every one of you are the best. You must have your mindset at the best. Very important. Life is great. Life is successful. Life is wonderful. The way you treat life decides how life come back to you tomorrow. If you have a mama's boy husband, I'm sorry for you. For every dime you get from him, mama have to know. And you have to sign for it with a receipt. And if mama say, if he say 5,000, mama say give him 3. Is it? Very important that you identify your atmosphere. Very, very important. Life is so much amazing. When I look at life, I want to live every day. I grew up into an old house with grandma. Grandma said when she drink coconut water, it goes to her heart and wash out her heart. And when I realized in life after I grew up and have sense, I mean the idiot sense that they give you, the real sense. I realized that if coconut go your heart, you're dead. They were fooling grandma. And most of you right now, you're dying to go to the coconut man to get coconut water to cut down your blood pressure because you wash off your heart. Coconut water don't go in your heart. Don't let them fool you. If you step in mess, they say you get money, and I step in mess every single day, couple of years in the country, and I don't get no money. Just chicken, old time story. Sometime buck up, it come to pass. Buck up. I want something that really have to come to pass. If I have fish, fly don't leave me. I want something like that. And everywhere I go, fly follow me. Because I have fish. You don't tell me you get fish and you never seen a fly come. You're lying. That means the fish is not fish. You never have syrup and bees don't come. You never have a dead dog and drunkard don't come. I want to be in the presence of something that attracts what I want. All of you come because you want a word from God. You want to be prophesied. Isn't it? And if I sit down here and I tell you the truth, none of you throw offering in the church. You get turned off and you want to go home. The truth kill you. Kill you. Sometimes nothing not do you, nothing at all. Some of you just have a little gas and you run through your belly and you think a frog are jumping in your belly. And all you come for me to tell you, say one frog in there. There's no frog. Sometimes it's just little gas. And gas will move and down like something and move and nothing did it. A bees bite you and you didn't recognize it that it bite because maybe you was asleep or you was doing something and it swell up and you think that somebody do something to you. You come for me to tell us them are work and you're not going to do you. Why you always think the negative? Isn't it? Why people, you have a man that walk through the town and every woman him see, he says something in your belly. And the poor little woman them through sometimes and then gas run up and down. Then say a 3 minutes you give him $500. Isn't it? Look at life. Anything that they tell you that God forgive is a lie. God don't forgive. God never forgive no one at all. You know why? Because you're not doing nothing wrong to be forgiven for. If you were doing something wrong, God will kill you already. Why you're still alive is because you're doing something good. If you were doing something wrong, you would die already. Because the wages of sin is death. Very important. And once you're doing something sinful, it's going to lead you to death. Very important. Hundreds of generations going through time, and if you do bad, you're going to go same place as the one who do good. You don't believe me? Watch this. You have donkey going through time, but they're in other generation in their body. You have cow going through time. You have mule going through time. You have fishes going through time. You can see them. But you have some great ancestors going through time that you cannot see. The Bible said they are the meek. They inherit the earth. They can go into a cow. They can go into a fish. They can go into a bird. They can go into a bat. They can go into a lizard. They can go into multiple bodies because they are the meek. You have the meek that is good and you have the meek that is bad. That's why you have dynamic demon in society that can come in your body and take over your body. So the spiritual world have the bad people just like how the natural world have the bad people. they still live on. They not go hell. I'm going nowhere. They inherit the earth same way. It's you to keep yourself away from the wicked one. Are you with me? You have ghetto, bad spirit ghetto in the spiritual world. That if you're asleep and your spirit go to report to God, and that ghetto, your spirit pass it, them demon run you down, and you wake up a cow or a black dog or run you down, you pass the ghetto spirit. And you have to run for your life. In the spiritual world, you have bad demons, and in the natural world, you have bad people. It's just the same. So if you do good, you remain, and if you do bad, there is nothing to fight over on this earth. Because if you build a house right now, the house is not yours. It's only the feeling of having a house you walk with. And everywhere you go, you feel good with that great feeling that you have a house. Everything upon this earth only achieved by a feeling. The achievements of life, only thing you get out of it is a good feeling. If you have a wife or a pretty girl or whatever you have, only thing you enjoy from that person is a feeling. The man is not yours and the woman is not yours. It's just a feeling that you feel good having her. After a certain time pass, that feeling gonna pass and you have to move on, because feeling always pass. Are you with me, somebody? So everywhere you go in life, you can't bring the woman or you can't bring the man, you can't bring the house or the car. You only can bring the feeling with you. You bring the feeling straight to your grave. And when you reach over the other side where your spiritual friend is, you're going to meet some friend and tell them, you know, when me alive in that life, me used to have a car. You say, yes. You say, and some of them lie to them, tell you what them never used to have. Are you with me? You have liar spirit over there, a boast what they used to have over this side. Are you with me? It's like people who go to farm work and farm work program or go to America. They talk after they meet new friends over there. They send pictures of house that is their house and it's no house. It's not their house. They're overseas saying, I send money to build this house. They didn't build nothing. When they come, they catch up with grandma's old house. And when they come from America, they come with Cheshire clothes and said they have house and car over there, and they're walking foot over there. So everywhere you go, you have to tell lie to big up yourself if you're not bigging up yourself. Are you with me, somebody? So everything that you achieve in life just come from a good feeling. The feeling of having a nice house. But after a while, the house is not yours. It's just a feeling. And you walk with that good feeling for the rest of your life. Straight to grave. I see man both say, oh, that girl is mine. And a couple of months after, she's gone. The feeling leave her. Now he's walking with bad feeling. Most of you, I want to tell you the key that keep relationship together. To keep a man or a woman in your life, you don't have to cook, you don't have to wash, you don't have to clean, you don't have to give no money, you don't have to give nothing at all. Once you let that man feel that feeling till his head start growing, Allah start drop off, and all he sees, oh my God. You get the car, you get the house, you get the all in passport in one give. Are you with me? You don't have to take care of a woman or give her no money or give her no food if you let she feel till her head strings start go, her foot start shake, her toenails start grow, and all she sees, oh my God. She want no money but just that feeling forever. The key of success is a good feeling. Somebody's preaching with me. The key of success is a good feeling. And if you can give that feeling for 1 month straight, it brings something you call memories. And that memories go down into a automatic place and also store itself into a conscious mindset. Call it the subconscious mind. That means if you go to America, that feeling start activate and you want to rush to the person. It's like a magnet that draw the person to you. Because memories of great feeling draw like magnet to each other. And that's why they said all fire tick easy if you catch. Because if they used to have a good time together and then move on, remember, if she start to call your name Pam, and you know name Pam, left her because she feeling is coming back and you want to go back to Pam. Are you with me? Very important in life that the person that you're about to enter into a relationship with, don't call the ex one name. If you hear the sort of call the ex one all upon a sudden and very rapid, get out because the feeling is coming back. Sooner or later the fire tick start to blaze and you can't stay in your house because it's all about Pamela. Are you with me? And Tom wanna do this and Tom wanna do that. Get out because Tom is coming back up. Are you there? A memory, good feeling of memories is like magnet that draw each other back together. And when the man or the woman recognize it, he start to say, remember what we used to do? Remember we used to go to Port Royal? Remember we used to go? And the feeling start to activate. If that feeling activate, I promise you, before you go home, she pack up and leave. Gone. Don't place bad feeling in a relationship. It will mess up your future. When she remember the beat and the abuse that she got through with you, you'll never see her back. Are you with me? All you see is the old clothes that she leave behind and the old slippers. No return. I wonder if I should prophesy today. Why should I prophesy? Or should I just keep talking foolishness? Are you with me? Rock of Ages, glad for me. Let me hide. You're hot, mama. Let me hide myself in thee. Through the wall, to run the blood. All of you who want to cover with blood, put up your hand. All of you who want the blood to cover you, put up your hand. No. All who want the blood to cover you, put up your hand. The real blood of Jesus to cover you, put up your hand. Let me see how much dead people we have in here. No. The man that killed the goat is a murderer, and the man that eat it is also a murderer. So if you believe that somebody killed Jesus, that person who killed Jesus is a murderer. If you take Jesus' blood and partake of it, you're also a confession of murder. So you be careful what you want. The same man that eat the curry goat is guilty of the same man that kill the goat. So you let them manipulate you and trick you. That the blood of Jesus cover you. Everywhere the blood of Jesus tread, there must be sacrifice. That means somebody around your surrounding must die. Because the blood of Jesus is sacrifice. You don't believe me? Watch this. JPS is the god of electricity. Am I right? JPS run electricity through life, through your bulb, your fan, your mic, your fridge, whatever. If JPS die right now, how the fan is spinning? Jesus, which is the real Jesus, generates life through our body. Is the transformer of life. If Jesus die, how are you still alive? How your forefather and your forefathers alive? And if Jesus truly die, who will kill him? Who is so powerful to kill him? Who is so powerful to kill God? Which God overpower God to kill God? And which God give authority over God to kill God? Not possible. Are you with me? The earth is the Lord. Are you with me? Be careful how you walk upon the earth. Be careful how you treat the earth, because the earth is God. Everything that have breath have to spring out of the earth. Are you with me? You never see a man who live in the atmosphere. No, he have to connect with God, because the earth is God. The moment you disobey and stop connect with God, you die, because the earth must connect with you. That's why if you're sick, it's very important that you wake up early in the morning, take off your shoes and walk up in the hands of God. It also automatically starts to reprogram your mindset, program your thoughts, program every cell in your body. They call it the virtue of life start to come to the earth, to your body. If you don't connect it correctly, you start to sneeze and then you get flu or whatever. But if you connect it correctly with honey, they said something that cannot spoil must connect to the elements of life. So we use honey. Once you use honey to connect your feet, it reprogram back your cells in the morning and immediately you get better. If you have infection, whatever disease, every morning you wake up, take off your shoes, go out there, connect with the elements of life with honey underneath your feet. They say connect your wires. People see the wires in the hand and they cause it crosses. It's not crosses. It's the wires that connect to the earth. If you know how to connect it, you heal yourself. Somebody learning something.